In the many sources of your conflict, in the many areas that you have identified as causing you to be depressed, are you able to identify one of them such that if you solve that one, it will be much easier to solve the rest? It will help you to solve the others much easier, or it will naturally help solve all the others. So I'll give you an example. In my African tradition, the elders say that for as long as the bed is shaking, then all the other areas of the house and all the other rooms of the house will be alive. What does that mean? It means that a married couple, for example, they may be having their own challenges, they may be having their own fights, they may be having their own misunderstanding, and they may be having their points of conflict. However, my African people argue that for as long as that particular marriage can afford to shake their bed, then it means that they are not extremely separated. It means that it is very possible, it is very practical to be able to solve the other issues of that particular marriage. It means that it is much easier to solve the other areas of conflict and disagreement. However, when the bed is no longer shaking and the bedroom is compromised and this couple is no longer having sexual intercourse and what other people call conjugal rights have been compromised, then the argument is that it becomes very difficult to solve the other issues around the marriage, and most often than not, when the sexual aspect of a marriage is compromised, then that marriage begins to be exposed to many more threats and many more other strains and stresses that would otherwise not be so prevalent or so obvious to be an attack on the marriage if there was a way to work out the bedroom to be alive. That is what I mean by a rate limiting step. To some people, it may be forgiveness. To some people, it may be that, okay, so various people will put different weighting and would put a pedestal on all of the issues that are affecting them. But for every individual, it is possible for somebody to say that, I can deal with the other things, but this one, except this one. So this one which you say, I can deal with the rest, but this one, unless it is solved, it will be difficult for me to move forward. That constitutes the rate limiting step. So it means you give priority to solve that particular one, which, if not solved, you'll find it difficult to solve the rest. Kwenye upepo na dhoruba